Welcome to the Hawkeye Rising YouTube channel. I am Clint, your Hawkeye. Okay, wasn't expecting to do this today, but call it being inspired or compelled. Today, March 16th, 2022. March 16th. Yeah, let's jump right in. First of all, before we share the screen, thank you for being here. I'd like to say that, not just get it out of the way, but I sincerely appreciate if you've found something that you like what I'm doing. I really appreciate it that you would return. And anyway, thank you for being here. Okay, so let's see if I can do this. Come on, Jean de Brébeuf. Okay, we'll first go to the. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Okay. Well, so the search engine of choice has the same birthday as the Pope Paul III, Regimini Militante Ecclesia, September 27th, 1540 birthday. Jean de Brébeuf was a French Jesuit missionary who traveled to New France in 1625. Who brought him? Samuel de Champlain. There he worked primarily with the Huron for the rest of his life, except for a few years in France from 1629 to 1633. He learned the Huron language and culture, writing extensively about each to aid other missionaries. A lot of his writings became what would become the Jesuit Relations, letters sent from Jesuit missionaries to their superior general. Let's go to stop and reshare the next. So Jean de Brébeuf, missionary to Canada, French missionary to Canada, was a Jesuit priest who suffered martyrdom in North America. He is a North American martyr and now a patron saint of Canada. Jean de Brébeuf was born March 25th, 1593. He entered the Society of Jesus in 1617, so he missed Claudio Acquaviva's generalship or generalate. And I'm just going to skip myself over to the page. I have not got this name down yet. So Muzio, so the sixth Jesuit superior general, Muzio or Mutio Vitelleschi, who was the superior general from November 15th, 1615 to February 9th, 1645. So Brébeuf's time as a Jesuit would have also overlapped into the seventh Jesuit superior general, Vincenzo Carafa. Fascinating. Okay. Back to our page. In order to master the native tongue, Brébeuf left Quebec in October 1625 and lived for 5 months among the Montagnais. Oh boy, I don't want to mispronounce this. The Montagnais, who belonged to the Algonquin nation. His missionary labors concentrated on the conversion of the Huron in southeastern Ontario. Brébeuf was the first apostle to contact the Hurons, and evangelization involved the severest physical hardships, augmented by surroundings revolting to Christian norms of morality and European sensibilities. Remember, all this with a grain of salt. We're reading about a Jesuit after all. Added to this were the insults and calumnies heaped on him by jealous native sorcerers who blamed the Jesuits for periodic plagues, famines, and wars, who associated them with the shortcomings of the French colonists. During his initial stay, lasting 3 years, Father Brébeuf familiarized himself with Huron ways and translated the Catechism into Huron, but he made no converts. Okay, we'll stop. Which date? Pardon me, I do want to jump. No, it doesn't. Okay. We'll continue this, and then we will. So Brébeuf was head of the mission of Saint Joseph a community of Christian Native Americans at Sillery near Quebec from 1641 to 1644, where he left for his third and final stay in Huronia. A rapid increase in conversions greatly strengthened his hopes for Christianizing the entire people. But on March 16th, a couple of days ago, I read about from the Jesuit website about the capture on March 15th, so the Ides of March 16th, 1649, Iroquois braves, implacable enemies of the Huron and the French and the missionaries, captured Fathers Brébeuf, Gabriel Lallement, and the mission station of St. Louis, dragged them a short distance to Saint Ignace mission and tortured them for hours before killing them. These two, along with 4 other priests and 2 lay assistants, were collectively known as the North American Martyrs, were beatified in 1925 and canonized in 1930. We remember, how did it go? Hot axe heads were placed on his shoulders. Boiling water was poured over him in mockery of baptism. His tongue either was cut out before a hot iron was thrust down his throat. He was scalped. His feet, Brébeuf's feet, were cut off, and then his heart was cut out. Now remember this in contrast, this brutal, brutal death, in contrast to the horrific 4th vow or extreme oath of obedience of the Jesuit order, which I shared in part in 1 or 2 videos ago. Anyway, so was Brébeuf's true colors, was he discovered? Obviously, again, we seem to want or are inspired to have empathy and compassion for Brébeuf, but if his intentions, remember, what was the oath about extirpating peoples and obviously infiltrating and annihilation and so on and so forth. Familiarize yourself with the 4th vow. You must be familiar with the 4th vow so that all this is in context. All this must be read in context with that 4th vow. Okay. So, March 16th, death day of Jesuit Jean de Brébeuf. We will stop the screen share. Let's jump ahead to, because today is also another particular, where are you? Frederick Tupper Saussy, born July 3rd, 1936, died March 16th, 2007, Nashville, Tennessee. And if you've heard some of my previous work, obviously there's only still a handful of videos. We're building on that though. Art of War. And you know what I've said about Art of War, my belief, and just as Tupper Saussy reveals, that Art of War is the essentially the voice, the military treaties written actually by 18th Jesuit Superior General Lorenzo Ricci, not, well, translated by Jesuit Jean-Joseph Marie-Amiotte from the Chinese in 1772. A year before the 1773 suppression on July 21st. My opinion, I believe F. Tupper Saussy's Rulers of Evil, useful knowledge about governing bodies, is a controlled source. My opinion, Art of War, the military treaties about how the Superior General would secure America, and Rulers of Evil is an exposition of how the Jesuit Superior General did secure America. Okay, so that's your Hawkeye's opinion. I think it is sound and secure. If you read, well, yeah, it's like how far do we want to go down this? I'm trying to keep this short. Remember, small helpings. Am I being successful in that? Okay, so we have the shared death date, March 16th. We have now the location. So Nashville, if we think of Nashville, what happened recently or in our recent past. So I'll stop share and share another. We have our (2021). Hold on. Here we go. 2020. Pardon me. We have the Nashville bombing. We have here's our, where is it? Human remains, yeah. Anthony Quinn Warner drives and parks an RV in front of an AT&T transmission building at 1:22 a.m. on Friday. Now you can obviously read about what happened in approximately 6 a.m. You have an explosion. Yeah, the high-stakes drama began to unfold about 6 a.m. on Friday, so December 25th, Christmas Day, when the office working nights received a call of shots fired inside a building. Let's see, the Nashville police officers being hailed as sorry, I am downtown. Okay. Okay, so the song, Petula Clark song, Downtown, coming from a recreational vehicle packed with explosives. Okay, we get the point. We have in Nashville, December 25th, 2020. Okay, let's jump. Okay, and sharing. We have another interesting connection. So December 25th happens to just be, he's going to say Jesuit. Yeah, at this point, I don't know. Known as a French navigator, a Roman Catholic, Samuel de Champlain, who brought Jesuit Jean de Brébeuf to the New World in 1625. Samuel de Champlain was a French colonist, navigator, cartographer, draftsman, soldier, explorer, geographer, ethnologist, diplomat, and chronicler. Interesting disciplines. He made between 21 and 29 trips across the Atlantic and founded Quebec and New France. He's also known as the father of New France. He died December 25th, 1635. Let's stop screen share. We'll share. So I know we're jumping. So Brébeuf to Saussy to Nashville to the date of the bombing, December 25th being the Champlain death date. Now we will jump to whose birthday is December 25th? My goodness. So Justin Pierre James Trudeau, Canadian politician who is the 23rd and current Prime Minister of Canada since November 2015. Born December 25th, 1971. Studied at, just like his father, Pierre Elliott Trudeau, at College Jean de Brébeuf, Jesuit trained. I believe the college is formerly a Jesuit college. Again, take that, of course, with the grain of Himalayan or Celtic sea salt. We will jump ahead to our next. Okay, so now we have Pierre Trudeau. We have, come on. Oh my goodness, did I miss this? I'm going to have to look up something. Pardon me. The Champlain 2019. So 2019 in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, June 24th. June 24th is Saint Jean Baptiste or John the Baptist. I believe his birthday. Let's see if I can possibly share this. Montrose New Champlain Bridge to open June 24th, 6 months behind schedule. Yeah, they had to get it to this particular day. So St. John Baptiste, June the 24th is also a date given for the, let's see, June 24th. I'm just going to look this up, June 24th. Freemasonry. June 24th, 1717, the Grand Lodge. Let's see if I'll, in London. So London Masons Company. Let's, okay, so we have some fascinating dates and connections. I don't want to go down too far those rabbit holes. I will. What I did want to get to, so we have the Champlain Bridge, and then 2 years to the day. Stop screen share. Share screen. 2 years to the day of the opening of the Champlain Bridge that was opened ahead of schedule. So rushed for Saint Jean Baptiste. We have this very, very, let's see, where are you? We have our Surfside Condominium collapse. Okay. June 24th, 2021, approximately 1:22 a.m. Remember, 1:22 a.m. on December 25th, 2020. We have the acknowledged date and time when the Thor RV was parked in downtown Nashville, which would blow up later that morning. So on the Christmas morning, what's Surfside Condominium collapse? So Thursday, June 24th. Look at this. The Champlain Towers, a 12-story beachfront condominium in the Miami suburb of Surfside, Florida. Okay. What's going on here? Is there a narrative? Is there a drumbeat happening? Just asking questions. If you've seen any of the footage of this collapse, it looks remarkably similar to, even though it's in much smaller scale, but remarkably similar to how 3 World Trade Center buildings collapsed on September 11th, 2001. World Trade Center, or One World Trade and Two World Trade, were both supposedly hit by civilian airliners. And shortly after, pancaked into their own footprint. Later that day, the 47-story World Trade 7 collapsed in similar fashion, faster. No, it's also noted faster than free fall speed into its own footprint without being hit by anything. And it's cited that office fires caused it to collapse in such a manner. We also remember that the BBC broadcast the collapse of World Trade 7 20 minutes prior to its actual collapse. Okay. Thank you for being here. Stop screen. Let's see what else I got. December for Nashville, Tupper Saussy, Brébeuf. Speaking of which, okay, and even the let's see, my sharing. Okay, so the 122, the fact that the 122 sticks out in these two particular events, 1:22 a.m. where the Thor, Trudeau's name, not only in Latin meaning I thrust, Trudeau is also listed as having a meaning of Thor's power. And I've said it before, so those that think that Trudeau is a castrated, ballless, spineless, fill in the blanks. Obviously, he's fulfilling a role, being Jesuit trained, devout Roman Catholic, and practicing Roman Catholic, who actually, remember, he met with Jesuit Pope Francis May 29th, 2017, bearing the gifts of a historical copy of the Jesuit Relations. May 29th is the, let's see, I'm just going to quickly look this up, the feast day, 29th. Of former Jesuit Superior General Vladimir Ledachowski, his sister Julia Ledachowska, can I spell today? Yeah. So born Julia Ledachowska, born April 17th, 1865, has a death date, May 29th, 1939, and May 29th is her feast day. So you have, you know what, I'm going to pull up an image. Justin, I will share. Francis is, okay. So Francis Bacon, we'll just finish it off, 120, so January 22nd is his birthday. Is Francis Bacon actually Jesuit Sir Toby Matthew? I cover some of that in I think it must be yesterday's The Ides of March, and the videos leading up to that is so William covering the Shakespeare authorship question. Is Shakespeare actually Francis Bacon, and is Francis Bacon actually Jesuit Sir Toby Matthew? And the bigger question is Shakespeare's work actually penned by Jesuit Superior General Claudio Acquaviva of the day? Let's so stop screen share. Here we've got Trudeau with Pope Francis, and does it show it? The gift? Not yet. Or not? Okay, we don't need to see it, but oh yeah, there we go. I don't know if you can see. Here is Jesuit Relations. So the letters that Jesuit missionaries, letters and reports that Jesuit missionaries would be sending their superior general, compiled. Anyway, okay, I wanted to quickly just make a short video acknowledging March 16th, so the death day of Jean de Brébeuf. Sharing the death day of Frederick Tupper Saussy, or death date anniversary with Frederick Tupper Saussy, whom I believe is, yes, controlled source for his book, Rulers of Evil, Useful Knowledge About Governing Bodies. And I'll add again, Art of War is the military, or 13 articles, is the military treatise about how the General Lorenzo Ricci would secure America. Rulers of Evil is an exposition of how General Lorenzo Ricci actually did secure America. Okay, I will end it with that. Thank you very much. Okay, we will. Thank you for being here. And yeah, until next time, bye for now.